In this Star Wars Jedi Survivor video, we will be taking a look at all of the secrets and details found within the latest gameplay video. It showcases a Jedi chamber, and I went frame by frame so you don't have to break down everything that we can see in this new gameplay. Before we do take a look at everything though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future Jedi Survivor news updates, including any future gameplay reveals. So late last night, Respawn released a brand new video showcasing our first look at a Jedi chamber. These are going to be optional locations to find on various planets throughout the game, and they are mostly puzzle based. One of the main issues plenty of people had with Jedi Fallen Order is that there were so many frustrating puzzles tied to the progression of the main story. Respawn have taken that feedback into account and made the puzzles more of side quests that are completely optional. They are just there to find new optional unlockables. They're not tied to the central story. They did say there would still be puzzles for the main story, but they're going to be far less. The video starts with one of the most interesting parts. So Cal is holding this device that emits a lot of green waves, and it appears to unlock this Jedi chamber door. This is the same device that we saw Cal hold up towards the Bacta tank in the second trailer for the game, and is then held by the character that was in the Bacta tank. So this appears to be some sort of High Republic Jedi device that unlocks stuff. Another very interesting thing that happens right at the start of this gameplay video is a voice. A woman is speaking to Cal. Unfortunately, because there are people talking over this gameplay from IGN and Respawn, you can't quite hear it, but I can hear someone speaking. I don't know if it's Sia. I don't think it would be Sia. I don't know who it is. Let me know what you think. I'll play it right now.
Section are we looking at here?
We're looking at a Jedi meditation chamber, which is one of the many types of side content that you can find while exploring one of our planets.
It's really hard to make out, but it is there, and I'm just wondering who that is. It doesn't quite sound like Merrin, so I don't know. Cal opens the door to an elevator, which he goes down, and there is actually a cut, so it's much longer. As you can see, there is a cut in the video. This chamber is called the Chamber of Reason, and I translated the Aurebesh on the walls. It's the same Aurebesh that you see throughout the entirety of this gameplay video, and it says, "Beware, caution." So that's it. It's just completely repeated on all of the walls throughout this chamber. If you've ever played Breath of the Wild, well, I think this chamber may look familiar to you. It's just got that same sort of vibe, hasn't it? One of the more interesting parts of this gameplay is this crystallized vegetation. On the left-hand side of this bridge, we can see clearly some vegetation, but on the right it's more crystal-like. And on the bridge, it's somewhat liquefied, and there are rocks or crystals on the bridge itself. It's got some sort of magical energy as well. You can see it in other shots throughout the gameplay video. These bridges are mystical and magical, but they do have some sort of rock substance to them, but also liquid. It's very strange, and when you walk across these bridges, your footsteps do leave footsteps in terms of light, as you can see here. Aside from the Aurebesh, there are also some very cool and very small details in terms of markings on the walls. You can see them right here. I don't know what they are, but they do look very cool indeed, and I would love to go up close in-game and see what exactly they are. This Force Echo is titled Talk of the Future. This Force Echo is called the Goals of Kyrie, who I assume is going to be a Jedi. Respawn do mention that these temples will share echoes of past Jedi that attempted these puzzles, and you'll learn about them. So I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of new Jedi that we'll discover through these Force Echoes, but hopefully we'll come across someone who we are more familiar with. Respawn also say that these temples are ancient. They've been around for specifically hundreds of years. They're used for training and are from the Jedi of the past. So what they're saying is these are High Republic era Jedi chambers without saying they are High Republic Jedi chambers, because they are from hundreds of years ago and they are from the Jedi of the past, and they also fit that aesthetic that does look really cool. I love the gold and the markings, it all looks great. For me, this backs up the idea of this guy being a High Republic Jedi even more. This Force Echo talks about a Padawan who is trying to think their way out of a puzzle here. Meanwhile, this one talks about two Jedi who discuss their struggling student and the nature. Unfortunately, we can't read any more at this time. This passageway with these illuminated walls just look fantastic. I really love the design, and there is a scan for BD1 which is titled A Secret Meeting. This sparkly thing that you can interact with is a collectible called a data disk, and it says the text here, continue exploring to learn more. Now, this actual design, the data disk itself, is similar to the holodisk from Dark Forces to Jedi Knight, as well as Star Wars Rebels. That's the canon appearance, but it is slightly different. It's a little bit bigger. It's still got that disc. It's still the same sort of idea from that game and that show, so it's pretty cool to see a new interpretation of this device. There is also a significant cut here in the gameplay because, as you can see, Cal has been carrying a crossguard lightsaber. You can tell by the UI in the bottom left as well as his hilts, and then it completely cuts to him having a double-bladed lightsaber. You can see from the UI in the bottom left and his lightsaber hilt doubling. So there will be a meditation point nearby, but I just thought I'd mention that because a significant portion of this gameplay was definitely cut out. This is not a detail, but I just wanted to point out how cool this corridor looks again. As the gameplay progresses, Cal finds this Jedi thing. It looks really cool, right? And inside is a brand new type of reward. It's called a perk, and this is a new sort of ability that you're able to equip in Jedi Survivor. Respawn say that these are added to the game to help you customize Cal's gameplay, mostly in the combat area. And this new perk system was built to further give you the freedom to change how Cal goes about his stuff. And the perk that we find here is Dexterity. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means you are good with your hands, and sometimes your mind as well. And the reason why Respawn put these sort of things in optional areas is to reward that sort of exploration. If you don't explore, that's fine, you're still going to get all the story. If you do take on these challenges and puzzles, then you will be rewarded with more than just a poncho. You're actually getting stuff that change up how the game will play, which is great. Which were your favourite parts of this breakdown? Let me know down in the comment section below, and remember to drop a like to help support the channel and keep these videos going. If you did miss any of my previous Jedi Survivor videos, which you might have done, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next Jedi Survivor video. Goodbye.